Ladies and gentlemen, this is your co-main event of the evening. This co-main event is sponsored by Page Law, and it's scheduled for 3 kickboxing rounds in the Shamrock FC 185-pound division. Introducing first on my right, fighting tonight out of the FM Roofing blue corner. He stands 6 feet 5 inches tall. Official weight 188.4 pounds. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Matt Madman Tinker! And his opponent across the cage tonight, fighting out of the First Form red corner. This fighter stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He weighed in at 191.2 pounds. Fighting out of Springfield, Illinois, Carl Perez Jefferson.
Jefferson looks so focused. Tinker looks relaxed. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event of the evening. Carl Jefferson in the red tape, Matt Tinker in the blue. Referee Josh Stewart has the call. This fight is 3 3-minute rounds. And here we go.
Inside leg kick opened up by Perez. Ooh, Matt
Tinker
going
going
up high.
upstairs.
Yeah,
Big right hand there out of Perez.
Yeah, it's going to be very important for Matt to keep Perez on his, on the outside. He's going to have to use his reach. But
oh, big shots to the body by Carl Jefferson.
Yeah, Perez is very explosive. And he seems to be the faster of the two. Ooh.
Perez is looking for power. Tinker's looking for volume.
Little dump there. Not a knockdown.
Throws and sweeps in kickboxing do not count in points. Tinker's using that long reach here.
Now, the one thing that I gotta wonder about is what I do know about Perez is he doesn't tend to have the best cardio. Tends to fade as the fight goes on. So let's see how his cardio looks tonight. Matt's doing a good job pressuring him, but Perez.
Yeah, Tinker's doing a great job here of keeping him on the end of the punches. He's not letting him get in too tight, which is what Perez has to do.
Yeah, and Perez is already bleeding from his mouth.
Oh, huge shots there.
Ooh, big knee there landed by Matt.
Good combinations out of Tinker.
Again, when you get a fighter going backwards, just on their heels, it's very
Huge
hard to
knee.
recover. And Matt is just coming forward, just walking Perez down. Nice inside shots there by Perez. Ooh, knee just missed by Matt.
Oh. Now Perez coming forward. Now you got to worry, is Tinker going to punch himself out?
He could. Nice shots there. Lots of action in this first round. Perez is starting to hold those hands low. He seems to be getting tired. Matt's also looking tired, though, as he's pressuring into Perez.
Big knees out of Tinker.
There we go. But, Matt's still coming forward. Oh, big push kick. Oh, followed by a nice 2.
Jefferson going to the body.
Ripping to the body there.
Tinker, though, really doing a good job measuring those shots. Down to 10 seconds remaining here in the first round.
Both these guys have a heck of a chin. Matt did a fantastic job just being the bully.
They both look
Tonight's bouts are sponsored in part by FM
Yeah, that was a lot
Roofing.
of action. Matt just kept coming forward, but it wasn't without eating some shots. Perez was able to get some shots off on his own, so that was very back and forth. I got to imagine, though, that the pressure of Matt was able to probably get him that round.
So, Adam here, talk us through our instant replay.
Yeah, as you see here, you know, Prez is just laying the pressure on. Matt's doing a good job, though, you know, countering, and he gets some pressure of his own. He's coming forward, he's countering.
He's using that jab out, throwing the 2.
Yeah, maintaining that distance. The distance control is the key in a stand-up fight. You got to maintain and measure that distance.
Second round of this 3-round contest. Back into the action we go here. Again, Tinker has just done an amazing job of using that reach. Oh, big shot there. Josh Stewart rules that a slip.
Yeah, you know, he ate a big shot, but he was on one leg because Prez caught that kick. Ooh, classic
shin to shin.
He'll feel that later.
It's amazing what adrenaline can make us not feel, isn't it?
Oh, it makes you feel nothing at all.
Oh, big knee
big
again
knee
by
landed.
Tinker.
Oh,
DNA is flying. Big knee to the head. Tinker trying to finish here.
If he can just maintain his distance here and keep, you know, landing those shots, he can finish it. Obviously, both these men are just tough as nails. Body
nice
shot
shot
there.
To the body. And body shots finish fights.
Yeah, you know, it just zaps your power. You get hit in the body and, you know, you just have a little less in the gas tank.
Now Tinker landing some body. He throws the big uppercut. Jefferson has got to get out of this position.
Yeah, he can't sit there with his back to the cage. He's pressing forward, you know, not really doing a whole lot with it.
Big knee out of Jefferson.
Matt counters with his own knee. Ooh.
Huge right hand. Again. Now he throws the kick. Snaps his head back.
Taking a lot of damage. Ooh, knee just missed.
Huge uppercut.
You know, Prez has to be careful keeping that head down because as Matt's throwing those knees, it only takes one to land.
Again, right in front of us here, Tinker just throwing bombs. Jefferson has got to move.
Yeah, you can't just sit there and keep your hands low and eat shots. You got to circle. You got to get off that cage.
Oh, big left there. Oh, left and a right from Tinker. Jefferson is rocked.
Jefferson has a heck of a chin.
I'm telling you, those bare-knuckle boxer guys are just different. Ten seconds, Jefferson coming back through.
Clearly tired, having a hard time keeping his hands up, but he's coming forward.
One more round to go. So, Adam, if you were in the corner here of Carl Jefferson, what advice are you going to give him? He has to finish this fight.
Yeah, you know, you need to get the finish. Obviously, you're tired, but, man, you just got to just give everything that you have and just leave it in the cage, pour it on. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. I know you're tired, but, hey, we got to keep our hands up. Looking at the instant replay here, Matt Tinker with this beautiful left hand right down the pipe, follows up with another one in a push kick. Just lots of shots. Again, Prez is just eating shots. He needs to move his head. He needs to circle. Can't get backed up on the cage. You get stuck there. You have to move. Obviously easier said than done, especially when you're exhausted.
Yeah, both of these guys look absolutely exhausted. And who would? This has been a war.
Just an absolute grinder. This is when you test your will. Who really wants it?
And really, who will impose their will here in the third and final round? Big leg kicks.
And Prez coming forward, but he's not really letting his hands go. He's just eating a lot of shots. He's trying to chop those legs down, but
Tinker is just doing a great job here of keeping him on the end of the punches.
Ooh, nice leg kick there by Matt. Goes to the body next. You know, it's good to come forward, but you need to move your head. You need to maintain your distance so that way you can land your shots. If you're just rushing and jamming yourself up, you're not really able to create any sort of offense.
Yeah, because you're not able to throw punches if you're just so tucked in.
Exactly.
Tinker now dropping some bombs of his own here. Big knee.
Big knee. Again, you know, Prez is just keeping those hands really low.
Heavy, heavy hands coming out of Matt Tinker.
Reset. Nice uppercut. Prez, you know,
he's pushing him forward.
Yeah, he's trying to put the pressure on Matt.
Big knee to the body there, out of Jefferson.
Both these guys just exhausted. Prez turns his back on the mat. Ooh.
Oh, big right hand there out of Tinker.
You know, Prez has no quit.
Tinker seems to have hurt his lead leg, though. If you watch him, he's going either straight or he's switching stances now. Big knee.
Uppercut lands. We have 1 minute left.
1 minute remaining in the fight. This co-main has delivered here at Shamrock FC 351. Jeremy Johnson along with Adam Meredith tonight live in St. Charles, Missouri.
Big knee landed.
Thank you to everyone who has joined us on Triller tonight. Down to just 30 seconds remaining. Tinker still walking him down, holding him on the cage, starting to drop more hammers here in the corner. 15 seconds remain. Big knee out of Tinker. Looking to close this out.
These guys are finished strong. You know, I think the story of this fight was just the pressure of Matt Tinker. He just kept Prez going backwards, had him pinned against the cage several times. You know, I was actually, as tired as Prez is, I was actually pretty impressed with his cardio. He wasn't able, you know, he didn't get to a spot to where he wasn't able to keep fighting. You know, it wasn't a lot of volume, but he was still in the fight. But, you know, again, Matt Tinker just had some beautiful shots, really kept the pressure on, and probably secured the win for himself.
Both of these guys, definite veterans. As we go to our instant replay here, again, Tinker, big push kick. This is really the story, like you were saying. He was able to set the distance and then land those shots at will.
Yeah, he's just coming forward, landing shots. Both of these guys are just tough as nails.
Jefferson looks exhausted, but it's time. Let's find it out. We have a decision.
How about a round of applause for both of these kickboxers, ladies and gentlemen? At the conclusion of your 3 scheduled rounds, we throw it to the judges for your official decision. The judges have scored tonight's bout 30-27, 30-26, and 30-26 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Matt Tinker!
So, as we go here to the judge's decision, Matt Tinker walks away with it. Again, a scored 10-8 round in this one.
Yeah, one of those is a 10-8. I don't know which one, but
I don't either. I would be interested to find that one out after the fights.
two of the judges saw it that way, though.
Absolutely, but we have one more to come as standout Lucas Clay takes on the seasoned vet in Cody Carrillo, and we'll be right back right here at Shamrock Fighting Championships.